We know it's a inherent part of life and even helpful for growth. But nobody who wakes up in the morning, crosses their fingers, and says, "Oh man, I really hope I struggle today." And yet, here we are, each of us struggling with something or other. So let's look at the bright side of the struggle, shall we?
Hi, this is Jerald calling, and before anything else, I have an exciting news for you. Did you know that there are more than 1 million active podcasts all over the world? That's 43 million episodes, including content in more than 100 languages. Sounds overwhelming? So I have a question for you. Are you a podcaster? Did you want to monetize your podcast? Don't worry, Podmetrics makes it easy to make your brand to target your decided market. Podmetrics is a data analytics platform that allows podcasters to see data that they need in order to level up their show's performance. Show demographics, listenership, and even chart rankings are accessible through the site. Podmetrics aggregates data from various sources in order to track total and average listens. Through the Podmetrics marketplace, podcasters may also partner up with brands through ads, affiliate marketing campaigns, sponsorships. So what are you waiting for? Sign up now to podmetrics.co and use Life Moments with Jerald as your referral code. So that's the Podmetrics, the easiest way to monetize your podcast.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Life Moments podcast, and we're here to talking about self-improvement, testimonials, motivational lessons, and real-life lessons. My name is Jerald, calling your host, and thank you so much for tuning in and for being here. If you are a new listener of the show, then welcome to the podcast. And if you are a true listener of the podcast, then welcome back to the show. You can also check out the other amazing episodes that you will learn about motivations and self-development. Hello and welcome back to another episode that we have to share our lessons to everyone to make wealth and live good. Our episode that we are going to talking about on how to use our struggles for good. So in everyday life, we have own different struggles in life. It's okay to struggle. That's how you get stronger. So first, what is struggle? Or in Tagalog is pakikibaka, means to make strenuous or violent efforts in the face of difficulties or opposition. Another is to proceed with difficulty or with great effort and so on. Ang struggle daw is parang ito yung other term for challenge, kumbaga. Then ito daw yung kung ano yung laban na hinaharap natin para malampasan natin kung ano yung mga ginagawa natin para sa ating katatagan, ganon, 'di ba? So struggle is the precondition for growth. Without going through extended periods of hard work, sweat, and difficulty, we cannot move beyond our current level of performance. In sense, struggle is a form of training. It prepares us and forces us to be ready for the next step, right? So struggle only ever becomes more as we are facing harder and harder challenges. The amount of hardship we face only increases. It's our current struggle which prepares us for the next step. So the moment we stop struggling is the moment that we stop taking on big enough challenges, right? So to define struggle, it may be a forceful or effort to get free from restraint, having difficulty in handling for coping with, making one's way with difficulty, or a determined effort under difficulties. But the real meaning of struggle is to accept anything, whether good or bad, happening to you, right? We, the human beings, don't like problems. We want to avoid the miseries and accept or enjoy only happiness. But struggle means a person who equally enjoys both the happy situation and miseries of life. The struggle is like a parallel that moves in life. The only thing is that we should have belief in it. Struggling sucks, no question. Sure, we know it's a inherent part of life and even helpful for growth, but nobody who wakes up in the morning, crosses their fingers and says, "Oh man, I really hope I struggle today." And yet, here we are. Each of us struggling with something or other. So let's look at the bright side of the struggle, shall we? So here are the three reasons why your unwelcome visitor called struggle is the actually good thing. So what are those three? Number one, struggle is better for performance eventually. Research shows that people who struggle with the problem on their own before receiving assistance actually perform better than people who haven't had to struggle on the second time they encounter the problem. It says that if we are struggling on our own problems to solve it, it will make us more actually stronger for the better performance, especially in everyday lives, in workplace and anything. Some people who struggle can empower others by becoming leaders and becoming mentors to others going through the same situations. So sometimes we can encounter problems each and every time, right? So of course, struggles is also the important part of investing for self-development. Of course, we are facing the struggles. It is also an exercise for our development or improvement in each and every single day, right? So if initial performance is all you care about, struggle isn't necessarily going to help you. But if you are about long-term performance, is all you care about long-term performance, as you should, then your struggle will likely pay off, right? So the researchers call this productive failure. They say fumbling with a problem early on fostered hidden efficacy because it led to deeper understanding of the problem after struggling with it. So if you are curious about this term productive failure, so don't worry. I will put here in my description the link about productive failure so you can read and self study with it, right? So don't worry about that. The takeaway, focusing exclusively on initial performance is myopic, struggling trumps is in the long run. All right, so that is number one. So next one is number two. Struggle is a cruel teacher, but a good one. So people learn more when they struggle. You probably hate this as I do, but it's true. So some people think being a teacher is less challenging compared to other professions like being a doctor or engineer. They think teaching is quite simple. Of you need to do is to talk in front of children, read books, conduct tests and activities, and check school works. Yes, of course, if we are doing our struggles in everyday life, it will make us improve and more practical, diba? Those who accepts life only with happiness won't be able to bear the failure. They will irritated soon with everyday struggle, lose their temper, cannot handle the pressure of any consequences, won't be able to make decisions or steps to move on in life, loses their self-confidence, life will be pathetic, no motives, no goals, and slowly they will lose all the hopes from self, right? But for the people who loves and enjoys life with both misery and happiness, every day is a new beginning, every morning is a new hope. They can handle the pressure under any consequences and are able to take decisions to move on in life. By getting self motivated, they dare to accept new challenges and take new steps in life. So accept all those sacrifices which life makes him do. And even after then, also a smile on his face and says to others, that's life, right? That's life. Ganyan talaga buhay, di ba? So stumbling under the weight of your new duties and feeling frustrated that your Herculean efforts are only getting you feeble results. So give it time. You're in a deep learning phase, right? So that is number two. And the last one, but not least, number three, struggle makes you less resistant to trying something new. So the frustration we feel when we struggle with something makes us more open minded about alternative solutions. Why? Struggle is a form of feedback that says what you're doing now isn't working. So spinning your wheels with a problem and realizing that your attempts to solve it aren't working forces you to try things you probably uh, wouldn't. Try if things were sailing along smoothly. Maybe even things you thought of trying before but didn't want to. Comfort zones and tried and true solutions are fine when your work is a piece of cake, but the discomfort of struggle eventually forces you to think and do differently. All right. So that's all for this episode. Thank you very much for tuning in to our episode. If you like this content, don't forget to follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other podcast platforms. So please like, share, and subscribe now the following social media. To my Facebook page, The Life Moments with Jerald Kaling, my Instagram at Jerald Kaling1028, and at The Life Moments Podcast, my Twitter at Jerald Kaling, my TikTok at Alpha Jerald1028, and don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell to make you updated. My YouTube channel at Jerald Kaling, right? So this is Jerald Kaling. Say goodbye, as I always say. Just keep spreading positivity, stay motivated, and live well. So this is the Life Moments Podcast. Yes, yes, yo. Kamsahamnida. Take care. Stay safe. God bless. Peace out and padayon. We wish you a Merry Christmas and have Happy New Year to all of you. So see you on the next episode. Peace out. Ciao.